As easy as this business model is, no one has done it like I've done it. I love my ego. Jokes aside, in this video, I'll go over the essentials of my entire business model for anyone who wants to replicate it, do something similar, or even just take some things away from it. Essentially, I do window cleaning or in-person service-based business. And we've done a lot more services besides just window cleaning, like gutter cleaning, sidings, pressure washing, a little bit of lawn care, etc. But that is essentially what has made us the most money so far. Window cleaning. It's also what my business Blue Shine is most known for. Window cleaning 101. Also, besides just for the sake of the video, the main reason why I'm making this is because in this next year, I do have ambitions of either licensing or franchising Blue Shine and the entire business model. So it's also kind of just for me to get in the habit of teaching this again and just talking about it again. Yeah, if you want to become a Blue Shine franchisee in the next few months, keep an eye out on that. I'm just kidding. I haven't even planned out the rollout. It probably won't even happen. Essentially, how did we start? I won't tell the full story of how I started, who I started with, and how the first customer story went, because I've talked a lot about it and I've made a lot of shorts and I don't want to bore you with that story. So I'll literally just go over the essentials and everything you need to be able to either replicate it or use my thought process and use the know-how behind everything I did to maybe help yourself out, or again, just to literally replicate what I did. I started out by investing around wow, that was a horrible dollar sign. $100 into just equipment. And I'll put up a picture in a little bit of all the equipment that you really need to start off with, as well as a bougier version, which is what we use now. But in the beginning, I literally just started off with $100 and we got a pole, a squeegee, a brush, and a bucket and some soap. That's literally all we started off with, and we started making money the next day. So literally all you need is $100, not even just for this business, but for any business. You don't need to go out, spend a bunch of money to make any money in general. You can always start off with, literally you could start off with no money. We'll talk about that in a second, how you can go about doing this with no money in the beginning. But the thing is that you could get away with like $30, $40 startup costs. If say you were to only do 1-story homes or bungalows, you could literally just get a brush, a squeegee, a bucket, and some soap. And most of those are household items, so literally it could be less than even 30. Or if you are a baller like we are now, you can invest a couple $1,000 into a deionized system, which is essentially this whole filter thing where you don't have to squeegee and you have these really long poles, so no ladders. I don't know. We're not going to go too in depth on all this. Again, here's the list that you can use. If you do want to grab any of the equipment, this is literally all you need, plus the bougie version. I'd say that's the best way to go about it. In all honesty, I would recommend you start off with something like from $100 to $200, because the thing is that you don't want to be that broke dude who's hustling trying to make some money. You want to be the sophisticated guy hustling, making some money. So try and invest a little bit. You don't need to go all out, but try not to be super cheap in the beginning, at least. Now, what I was saying in the beginning with you could start off with $0 is if you swap the start with the second part, which is essentially sales / money. Now, this business honestly made me realize the fundamental of not just this business, but every business in the world. It's literally just getting money in or having sales. Until you get that figured out, don't worry about your website, don't worry about taxes, don't worry about good work environment, don't worry about anything until you have that figured out and until you can actually start getting some money in. Literally, first thing you should focus on is your offer and then how you can sell it. That is the most important thing of not just this business, again, literally every other business in the world. For sales, we mainly did door to door because that is what I had the most experience in from my first job, which was door to door. So I knew how to just go up to someone's door, make some small talk, get them to like me, and then present my offer and then get them to buy it. That's what we did in the beginning. And to be honest, this is what we stuck to for literally the entire first year. We didn't really do anything else. We tried to get some referrals, but I didn't invest in business cards soon enough, as well as that our quality of work wasn't that good. So people weren't too eager to refer us. But this is the main way that we got all our sales in the beginning. Now, of course, we do a lot more. We also have ads. We actually have referrals now. And yeah, these are the main 3 ways that we get deals. And moving on to this next season, what I also want to start doing, similar to what I do with YouTube, is just put out some warm content, because firstly, it's free. And if you can build a good following just based on people liking you, what you do, yeah, mainly just liking you, it is a pretty nice cash cow. For my first customer, I ended up charging them $200. And from the $100 that I had from the startup cost, I also had my other friend working with me. I paid him $30 for that job. So I ended up profiting $70 from the first job, which was freaking insane to me. And then we went on to get 4 more deals that day, which I felt on top of the moon that day. And then the second day, it was a Sunday, the day after I had school. But the second day, we only got 2 sales, which kind of hurt my ego a little bit, but we still made money. And then when I did go to school the next day, I literally had this huge ego. I still kind of have an ego, but it was huge back then. I literally went into school. I was like calling all my teachers brokies and shit. It was a nice time. It was a nice feeling. But that's essentially a pretty good lesson that you can get from the beginning. The thing is that you're going to have amazing days and you're going to have okay or even bad days, especially in the beginning. And the thing is to never let it get to you. Even the good days, don't let that overwhelm you or really get to you, and don't let the bad days get to you. It's like that for every single business, any sales job that you do, anything in life. Don't let the good or the bad get too into you. Try your best to just stay indifferent, because at the end of the day, this is all numbers. And the goal is to essentially just be as cool as you can. Cool as a cucumber. Don't let this stuff get too into your head. If you go onto my YouTube channel and you sort the videos by oldest, the first 30 videos that I posted, those were all during the time when I first started this business. You could literally tell just by listening to my voice, looking at how I am in those videos, if I was having a good day or a good week or a bad day. Honestly, sometimes you could even just tell by looking at the thumbnails if I was doing good or doing bad that week. Don't be like me. Best piece of advice I can give you, please do not let any of these numbers get to your head. Back on track. Find 2 ways, at least in the beginning, to be able to get your customers. For us, it was, again, door-to-door and referrals. For now, or for us now, it's mainly still door-to-door and referrals, but we're doing a lot better in both of these fields because we have gotten a lot better. We can sell a lot better, as well as the work that we do now is just way, way better as well. So that really does help. Even this next season going forward, our focus is still going to be just on making sure that the work quality is freaking as best as it can be, because I'll be honest, there were times where I was on a job site and I was just getting super tired. It was super hot and I was like, oh, whatever, oh, we missed a spot, whatever, let's just keep going. And yeah, this next year I'm not going to let myself get away with that, because this is huge, especially for referrals. No one is going to buy from someone who did a bad job the first time, and no one is going to refer to their friend someone who didn't do a good job or who didn't do the best job that they could. So really do focus on this. If you can get this down, you're going to be set, especially if you pair it with 1 or 2 methods of getting sales. You will be set, because the beauty of this business is that it is recurring. Granted, it's not month to month. It's more, mainly we do residential homes. It's more recurring on once or twice a year, or for some people once every 2 years. So it is recurring, especially when you can really get your referrals down. It will really, really help you out in the long run, I promise. And honestly, it is very nice, like not even having to do any sales work and just getting customers by either sending or receiving a text from a previous customer or a referral being like, oh, hey, you did such a good job. Can you clean my home or clean my home again? Also, something that I see a lot of people do that is very underrated is really work on your conversation skills, because the thing is, no one really wants to work with a robot or someone who's just like kind of weird, if that makes sense. If you could pair that up with good work quality, you will be set. If you do want to learn how to clean windows, you could go onto my channel, go onto the short section, press most popular. Some of my most popular videos are literally just me cleaning windows and then giving some stories in the background. That could help. I'm definitely going to make some more in-depth videos later on, especially when this next season starts. Or you could also just go on YouTube and search up how to clean windows. Also, if you do want any help with setting up any of this and the later things that we're going to talk about, I would say don't count on the Blue Shine licensing or franchise thing, because honestly, I don't even know how the rollout will be. I'd say the best place would be to press the first link in the description and apply for the one-on-one mentorship with me. I would say that's the best way of going about asking me to help with either window cleaning or any other business. So quick recap, I really hope you did remember. Honestly, you probably did remember because of the whiteboard. I'm really liking this whiteboard because I think it just helps with keeping your memory refreshed throughout the whole time. If you like it, leave a comment or join the community and just message me saying, nice whiteboard. Don't spend too much when you're starting, not just this business, any business. Most important thing you need to get down is your sales and getting your money in. And the thing after that is just making sure that your work quality is good and that making sure that all of your customers are also happy. The next thing that we're going to talk about is people. I'm going to talk less about customers in this and more with people working with you. There we go. Now, before we move on to this is the main part of the business model. If you just want to do this as a one-person team and just do this on like the weekends to make some extra cash, this does work. It can make some nice extra cash and it does work and it is pretty nice. But if you're like me and you want something bigger, then you are going to have to work with people. Now, I've made a lot of videos talking about how to hire, so I won't go too in depth on that. But a main thing that really does help help people with staying in your business and just making sure that you and everyone around continues to work together is honestly just having really good work environment or a really good work culture. I would say that's honestly the main thing after making sure that everyone is getting good pay, because if someone can't like afford anything, they're not going to work with you. So make sure, of course, you have good pay. And second to that, which is honestly more important in my opinion, is work culture slash environment. Because if everyone's enjoying everyone else's company, like you wake up, you're like, oh yes, I get to go work with these people, it's going to be so much easier to do your work. Because honestly, if someone can realize that, hey, I can do all of this on my own and I don't just have to get paid nothing, they will do it. Especially if the people around them aren't good, they will just do this on their own. So essentially just make sure the pay is good, have a good work environment, and make close relationships with everyone working with you, as well as let everyone else build relationships with each other, because that goes a lot further than most people think. And honestly, for me, this is one thing that was super important for me, because most jobs and most workplaces, they don't really give a shit about their employees or who's working with them. And thankfully, everyone working with me, working with the team, they're all enjoying their time. Everyone's just enjoying everything about it. So for this next season moving forward, we have a really good runway, which I'm very happy with. And that's mainly just because we've done such a good job with taking care of everyone. So I would recommend that's the next thing that you should focus on if you do have other people working with you, just making sure that everyone is happy and enjoying their life and enjoying what they do for work. And really quick, if you are enjoying the video, if you could please subscribe, that would honestly really help out the channel a lot. As well as that, a little birdie told me that if you do subscribe, you will get good luck. That's not me saying it, that's just what I heard. And the next thing that I want to talk about is money, but not really money as in sales and getting money into the business. Essentially money 2.0. Essentially how much to charge, pay people, keep for yourself, and also taxes. Our average job price is about $175, and the most we've ever charged is just over $800 for a bigger mansion, as well as we've charged a little bit over $800 for a bit of a smaller or like medium-sized commercial job. Hopefully that gives you a bit of a range. The lowest that we'll ever charge it is $120, because you need to take into account how much you want to keep, the expenses as in resin or soap or whatever you're using, as well as gas if you have your own car, and just things like that. Come up with a minimum price, come up with an average price for, say, like more average or middle class homes, mainly what you're going to be charging. And then with paying people, I would say, honestly, keep it fair. When I first paid my first guy $30 per home, I've kind of lost my old capitalistic ways, which I'm kind of sad about, but everyone working with me is a lot happier about. It is good to pay everyone around you as much money as possible. I'd say at the end, you should be profiting and keeping around 30 to 40%, because honestly, a lot more goes into business than you expect to go into it. So just make sure you're at least profiting 30 to 40%. And then the rest, usually it's around 10% to expenses like gas, resin. That's what you'll need for the bougie window cleaning setup. And the rest I just pay to everyone who helps me out with either selling or doing the good work for the customers. And then with keeping money slash saving money, don't to be like me back when I first started this business and just be like, oh, it's a business expense, or whatever, I'll get the money back. Don't be like that, because by the end of that first year, I literally had nothing to show for all my success. Honestly, try your best to save as much money as you can. My two favorite places to invest money and to save, or not two, like 3 or 4, is of course crypto, because it's not really traceable, as well as gold, because that's also not traceable, and also just storing some cash, because again, that's not traceable. The next thing I would recommend you do is honestly put some money in the stock market, put it into ETFs. It's different for the US, but for me, I mainly use a tax-free savings account. I think that's what it's called. Honestly, just put a good amount or a good percentage of all the money you get into that, because year after year, it will compound, and you will be thanking yourself, as well as you should be thanking me for the advice I just gave you. But no, it is very important to make sure you have that as well. And honestly, just having your money diversified in 4 or 5 places, it really does help you with saving money and not just blowing money whenever you get the chance to. Because when you have money in multiple different accounts, one thing that helped me is just seeing most of that money as it's not my money to spend for the business. So I open up a bunch of accounts, of course, a business investor account. I would also say open one up with your bank for your business. It's just another good place to keep some money. I essentially see it as a savings account for my business. Also, you do get some pretty good returns on that. So yeah, I had a personal account as well as an account for the business where the expenses would be. So I would only spend money from that account for the business, unlike what I did the first year, which was literally just have one account for everything. That is the easiest way to blow your money and the easiest way to overlook everything. So don't do that. Have multiple accounts, have multiple places that you store your money as well. Honestly, to just sum up these 3, as long as you don't blow your money and you have a good place or good places to invest and save your money, you will be gold. And the last thing we're going to talk about is taxes. And since this is a cash business primarily, the taxes are a little bit iffy. My recommendation is to claim all of the cash that you get, because honestly, the government is a very good thing and they deserve the 8 to 20% that they're going to be charging you in taxes. Especially in Canada where I live in, the government, he spends all the money on really, really good places. They don't just send the money out to different countries to do whatever with and then just blow the rest of the money on garbage. We're not going to get too political, but yeah, the government, freaking amazing. They do very good with the money. So make sure you claim every single dollar that you get because they deserve it. So don't just claim the money that you get from your payment processor or money that goes directly into your bank account and then take full advantage of all the tax write-offs that you can get, because that is not ethical. You should not be doing that. That's no bueno, because the CRA or whatever tax revenue agency you have in your country, they are not legal criminals and they do very good with the money. So make sure you claim all the money. All jokes aside, last thing I'll tell you is honestly just keep track of literally everything, from how much you invest to what your sales are looking like to how the customers are feeling to also customer lists, literally everything. What places you guys knock, just keep track of everything because later down the line, it will help you out. It's just very convenient to have because it will help you later on. So hopefully you were able to learn something from this video, be it how to start your own window cleaning business, how to start something similar, or even just some takeaways that you can apply to your own business or to honestly whatever. And yeah, honestly, thank you so much for watching the video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, my last ask is to join our community. It's free. And honestly, if you made it to this point in the video, chances are you belong there. We do calls every now and then, and it's just a nice place to be around like-minded people, as well as check out the newsletter. Written form always just hits a little bit different. Another link or two in the description. Feel free to check them out. Everything in there will help you out in one way or another. So again, yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.